Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Well, we're back here at Team Toyota of Princeton, but this time we're on the pre-owned side. Take a look at this 2025 Mercedes-Benz CLA 250 in the polar white, black interior with the blacked out roof. It's a classic color combo for Mercedes-Benz. So the CLA 250 is one of the more affordable Mercedes-Benzes to kind of get you into the brand. So if you're looking for one of these four-door coupe designs, is this CLA 250 the way you would rock and roll down the road? Is it the way you would try to get yourself into a premium brand without having to lay out 50, 60, 70 grand? You can let me know as we go through this car. So let's dig in. Front end of our CLA 250 in the polar white, and right off the bat we're going to have a full spread of LED lighting up front, as you would expect from Mercedes-Benz. As we come across, we're going to have the big huge Mercedes-Benz emblem right on the front of the grille, with all these mini emblems in silver surrounding it, and then flat black on the lower part of the grille with functional side air curtains. Now, as we come around to that wheel and tire package on this CLA 250, it's an 18-inch aluminum alloy wheel in silver with the Mercedes-Benz badge on the center cap. The wheels are wrapped in Lancaster all-season tires. Those are Lancaster LR66 all-season tires, 225 on the width, a 45 series sidewall 18s, all four corners, all-wheel drive. Mercedes-Benz calls it 4MATIC. And then there is the polar white with the silver accents, and then some chrome trim around the windows. Now, as we come in closer, we are going to have color match side view mirror caps with LED turn signals. We're going to have a color match with chrome on both front and rear door handles. Fuel filler cap on the left side. Now, over here, as we come up the top, and then the panoramic roof, would have liked to seen them black that out. Let me know what you think. Then as we swing it on over the back, we do have a bit of a deck lid kick up in the back with a full spread of LED lighting in the back of this Benz as well. The Mercedes emblem right in the middle, CLA 250 on the left, 4MATIC on the right. And then down below on the bumper area, we're going to have some chrome trim with our exhausts tucked up underneath the rear of the vehicle. Under the hood of this 25 CLA 250 is the Mercedes 2-liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder mild hybrid engine, mated to an 8-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission, 221 horsepower, 258 pound-feet of torque, MPGs 25 in the city, 34 on the highway. The engine's minimum octane rating is 91, so you'll need to use premium unleaded fuel. All right, before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much? Well, unfortunately, whoever bought this car didn't save the window sticker. So I had to recreate some pricing on this, and it's going to be a little bit more in general than it would normally be with a window sticker. So here we go. The base price for this vehicle when new from Mercedes-Benz as optioned was $46,410. Now, this vehicle, the CLA 250, is built in two different places, either Rostock, Germany, or Kecskemét, oh, I'm saying that right, Hungary. This one with the N VIN is the Hungary build by Mercedes for the CLA 250. So that's where it's built. Now, this vehicle has got high mileage. It was bought new in February of 25. It's now about 6 months later, and this vehicle has 29,962 miles on it, and the used asking price is $38,601. So let me know. So let's check out the interior. Starting with the driver door panel, we'll move in closer. Black soft touch across the top with the stitching. It's soft touch material all the way down the armrest, again in black with the stitching. Now we're going to have flat black on the switchgear with power fold side view mirrors in and out. We also have this silver trim into the power seat controls and 3 memory seat settings for the driver. We come on down, good sized door pocket. This is where you're going to pop the trunk. As we move in to the foot box, we have a large dead pedal brake and accelerator. Floor mats in the rear of the vehicle at this time. We do have an aluminum Mercedes-Benz door sill plate to welcome you to the vehicle. The seats, we have full power, like I mentioned, for the driver and the front passenger. Each front passenger gets 3 memory seat settings and lumbar, and they get thigh support that pulls out manually here in the front of the seat for long trips. Now the seats, to me, they look like black leatherette. Doesn't look like full leather. The bolstering very, very soft, and the headrests feel firm. Front passenger door panel, same action as the driver, and as you can see, you still have those 3 memory seat settings for the front passenger. And then up top on the dash, black soft touch with the stitching, the silver trim with your ambient lighting stripped into your heat and air vent, and then we have more soft touch, and down below we have a large glove box. Now as we swing it on over to the MBUA system, we have a 10.2-inch infotainment system, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto. No built-in nav. All the maps and nav will come through your phone. Now, we're on the home screen where you can Bluetooth your phone. You can go into your radio. You can set up your HD AM FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth music, all from right here. We can go back to the home screen. There's our media. That's where you're going to go ahead and Bluetooth your phone or set up USB music right there. So they have you set there. And then we can swipe. Great command of the swipes. There's your Mercedes-Benz apps. The comfort menu right here where you can go ahead and adjust your seats. Seat kinetics, kind of like a massage seat function where you can go ahead and say, I want the backrest, the seat service. How long do I want this kinetic massage done? 1632 or 96 minutes. And then you can turn it on or you can turn it off for the driver and the front passenger. That's really, really nice. As we come on back, you have your ambient lighting right here. And you can select your color, and you can go with a multicolor selection right here, or you can go with a monochrome color and work it this way, depending on what you want to have. And I think for now, we'll go with let's try this theme, see what it looks like, a little red and blue action. So there you have it. So again, ambient lighting, as you would expect in a Mercedes-Benz, right? And then the seat massage. So nicely done there. Oops. And then we have our info, where we can go ahead, get our vehicle information, right? You can get your engine information right here. Or you got your fuel consumption information right there. We can go back here, and we can swipe across again. General settings, device settings. Very, very easy to use, and it's really intuitive. Now, if we come here to the car, then we can go to car wash mode, manual shifting mode, your Parktronic, all your settings right here. So you have your collision avoidance assisting, cameras, parking, you have your vehicle as far as driving comfort and all that, your lights, that's where you can access the ambient lighting again, your system, voice assistant, and then your general information. So a lot of stuff in this system, and the swipeability is just so easy. It is very, very well done. And I think it's pretty intuitive because I just spent all of maybe 5 minutes learning how to get around in it, and it's really easy to use. Now, if we go to reverse, there you have it. You have your backup camera, nice and clear with trajectory, looks good. You have different views over here on the right side, nice and sharp though. And now we can go back to park. And we're back to the beginning now as we come on down. 3 heat and air vents with some gloss black plastic, so be careful. Push button start, engine auto stop start on or off. Down here is where you got your climate control. You can work the climate control from the screen, or you can use the buttons down below. So I like those redundancies for that. Down further, you have a wireless charging pad right in there. And this piece you can push in, or pull out. That'll hold your phone down so it won't slide around. That's cool. And then USB-C, 12 volt, 2 cup holders, your Benz key fob right here, looking sharp. Lock, unlock, panic button, pop the trunk, nice and light. And then You have your drive modes, your volume, your parking cameras, and then a much larger area here that's rubberized to put stuff on. Then you have a soft armrest. We open those up, and we have a larger area for storage with 2 USB-Cs. CLA 250 steering wheel, leather wrap wheel, nice 10 and 2 notches, black cross stitch, the Benz logo on the horn button, and then the brushed aluminum to really make the wheel look good. Round bottom wheel, but I have plenty of room at 5'11" to get in and out of the CLA 250. It is a nice open and airy passenger cabin in this coupe. Now, we do have the haptic feedback buttons in gloss black on the switchgear on the wheel. So over here, you're going to have your adaptive cruise, right? Your controls for the digital dash. On the right side here, you have your volume, telephone, voice commands, right? That sort of thing. We do have paddles. And of course, we'll be using those on the drive today to go up and down this 8-speed dual clutch manually if you would like. Now, over here on the left, you have your windshield wipers, right? And turn signals. And then on the right side, that's your gear shift right there. Looks kind of puny for a Benz. Let me know what you think. Then over here on the left, you got your electric brake, adjust your headlights, adjust your fog lamps, and brighten dim the dash. And then we also have a manual tilting and telescoping wheel. And then we have our digital instrument cluster. And this MBUA system is really, really clear and really, really easy to use. Now, we're going to do our drive modes first, but they're going to show up on the infotainment screen. So here we go. Comfort, Eco, Sport, Individual. Back to Comfort, but you know, with this vehicle, we'll be rocking in Sport mode today. Now, as we swing back over here, you can change what kind of theme you want to have on the dash, which I really think is cool. So what you do here, you can press the home button. And then you can thumb through different dashboard themes. Again, with the haptic feedback. So you got to be careful, you know which way you're going. So you have your understated theme, right? Then you can go with your sport theme. That looks pretty cool. Then you can go with that classic theme, or you can have your driver assistance up here, or you can have your service up here, depending on what you want to have. Or you can go back to your classic view. So a lot of nice views. And then, did I get that right? Or did I go back to the wrong one? Classic view. There it is. There we go. And then, if you want, you can thumb through additional information that may be in the center, depending on what display you have up. So really, really well done on this MBUA system. Overhead console. Well, you got your SOS button in case of an emergency on the road. Here's the button that we want to talk to Mercedes for any reason. Now, if you want your LED dome lighting to come on off and you open and close the door, this button with the picture of the car remains off. So when you open the door, lighting comes on, close the door, the lighting will dim out. Now, that's the control for the panoramic roof. So you tap it, and our shade will go all the way back. There you go. And then tap and hold, and our big glass will go back. The wind buffer will come up. The glass will go back. And then the shade will come up to meet it. Or you can put the shade all the way back again. And then you can pull that switch down towards you, and you will close it up. Bingo. And if you want to tilt it, you just push that button towards the roof. It tilts up or tilts down, and then you pull the switch a second time and our shade will come back closed. Nicely done, and I do like the panoramic roof in this vehicle. Frameless rear view mirror with automatic dimming function, sun visor with vanity and an LED light. Does it slide? Oh, there we go. No, and there's no extension. That's a missed opportunity. Getting into the back seat of the CLA 250, but first the rear door panel action. We move on in. The soft touch, just like the front. All nice and soft all the way around. So I do like the consistency design and the same use of materials. Now I have the seat set for my driving position, but we got that big slope on the roof. You know what that means. Right foot in, duck, twist, left leg in. Now, look at how that slopes down. Anything over 5'8", you're going to have to duck. Once I'm in, though, I got about a ½ inch before my head hits the roof, and I'm 5'11", so for somebody over 6 foot, it's going to be tight. But I do have enough room for my head, shoulders, and knees. The leatherette is right here, plastic and a cargo net. That has no business being in a Mercedes-Benz. Come on, man. No business at all. I'm behind each front seat. And then 2 heat and air vents and 1 USB-C here in the back. Then the back seat, same color combo, right, in the black. It is fairly soft. And then we have our armrest. We'll bring this out. Oh, there we go. It is pretty firm. And then we have our cup holders that are right in here for both backseat passengers. So they got you set that. But overall, it's not bad here in the back. But if you're a tall person, over 6 foot, you're going to want to be in the front. Getting in the trunk of this CLA 250, well, you can pop it from the key fob, you can pop it from the driver door panel, or you can come to the back. And there's the 3-pointed Mercedes-Benz star. Just push it up. Boom! And it pops right up for you. Nice wide opening, 11.6 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of the CLA 250. Here are the carpeted mats right here. And then underneath here, we do have more room back here with some tools. We have some cubbies on either side with some tie downs for you. And then if you don't have anybody in the back and you need to put the rear seats down, you have these little pull levers. You can pull these out on either side. And then you can go around and let the rear seats down. 60-40 split. And now, look at that big wide opening. You got a lot more room for longer items. So a really good use of space in the trunk area on the CLA 250. Used car window sticker, here we go. CLA 250. There is some of the equipment they have listed for it. And then our buyer's guide required by the state of New Jersey on all used cars. Let's take this baby out for a spin. Down the road we go in this 25 Mercedes-Benz CLA 250. And unlike more expensive Benzes, you get a good amount of wind noise in the CLA 250. Right? It's a much less expensive. It's your way into Mercedes.
Connect your phone now.
And this is a very sensitive system. Cancel.
I'm sorry. Can you say that again, please?
Cancel. I love the way it looks. I like the way it operates as far as the touchscreen. The voice commands, way too touchy. But like I said, it does have some wind noise on here, but I do have great visibility out of all the glass. I do have blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, pre-collision in here. All that action in here for safety, as you would have expected in a Mercedes-Benz product. And it is a zippy car. Right now, of course, we're rocking in a sport action. Make sure we're in it. Yeah, we're in it. Rocking in sport mode and feeling good. We got all-wheel drive to get this power to the ground. And it's a zippy car. There's no doubt about it. And it needs to be, because for this type of car, right, a compact size 4-door sedan with a coupe design, so they call it a coupe. 46.4 base, most likely with options. This one, it was probably close to 50 when it was all said and done. It's a lot of money for one of these cars. And now you're at like 38.6 with almost 30,000 miles on the clock, which again, that's a lot of miles for a car that's 6 months old. But it drives well, it handles well. The seats obviously are firmer because you got the European feel to this car. It's not that American soft and slushy feel. It's a firm and composed feel in a Mercedes as far as the suspension and the seating go. And down the road we go. I mean, it is quick. I think the 0 to 60 on this per Motor Trend was like 6.5 seconds, something like that. Turns in really well, stays planted to the ground really well. Of course, they do make more expensive variants of the CLA. They make the AMG variants of the CLA, which is going to give it more horsepower, more performance. But this is the way you want to get into Mercedes-Benz. This is the most affordable way. Right here, it's a CLA. Or if you want the crossover, the GLA, if I remember right. They have GLA, GLB, GLC, GLE, and then they have they got so many letters and numbers that you put together. Whoa, gosh. And you know, and we don't get new Mercedes-Benzes on the channel because I don't have a Mercedes-Benz dealer in the area that's willing to work with the channel. Most of them just kick me out because, you know, it's Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing. So I opted for nothing than playing ball with them and their demands. Now, whoop,
How can I help?
18.05 foot turning radius.
I can help you operate different functions.
Cancel.
To use the media functions. Say, for example, what do you want?
Oh my God. All right, let's use these paddles now. Go. Look at how quick that dual clutch is, zipping through the gears with the paddles. You gotta wait a little bit for those turbos to bust open now. Watch. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. There we go. But it's definitely a luxury first, sporty second type of vibe on this vehicle. Now we're gonna go into comfort. Everything kind of relaxes, and then you can drive it a long way, which this car obviously has been driven a long way already. But you let me know. We don't see many Mercedes-Benzes on the channel. It's been quite a while, I think maybe 2 years since we had one on. So you let me know. This is the most affordable option. And a used car vehicle price of $38,600 for this vehicle. What do you think? Still too expensive? Or is this kind of something you'd like to try out to get yourself a premium branded vehicle? Put in the comments and let me know. But I do want to thank Team Toyota of Princeton for allowing the channel access to this 2025 Mercedes-Benz CLA 250 Coupe in polar white for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.